On Election Day, abortion-related questions were on the ballot in 5 states, and abortion rights advocates went 5 for 5, claiming victory in each of those states. So first, California, Michigan, Vermont. All those states voted to enshrine reproductive rights in their state constitutions. Meanwhile, Kentucky voters rejected a constitutional ban on abortion. And in Montana, voters said no to the so-called Born Alive bill that opponents said was an unnecessary government overreach that could criminalize compassionate care given by doctors. Let me bring in Alexis McGill Johnson, president of Planned Parenthood. Welcome back to the show. Could it have gone any better given what was on the ballot during the midterms?
Well, on the ballot in those in the midterms, certainly it was an extraordinary moment and victory, right? That when abortion is on the ballot, people vote for freedom. But we also saw that abortion made many races across the country competitive. Governors' races, holding the Senate to have a pro-freedom majority. I think that there are many ways in which this midterm could have been a lot different, but for the fact that the Dobbs decision actually made it competitive in a different way. Was
there a miscalculation and a misjudgment by maybe Republicans thinking that abortion rights advocates and supporters were not going to show up the way they did?
Look, I think they don't understand actually how people make decisions about abortion rights, right? I mean, and look, the economy is made up of people who make millions of decisions about, when is the right time to pursue their education? When is the right time to go for a promotion? When is the right time to change jobs? And when you have the right to control when and if you were going to become pregnant and start a family, complete your family, those are the decisions that people understand that abortion and the economy are actually very connected with the way people act. And so I think that it was just a false kind of, false decision that people were trying to pit them against each other when voters actually understand that rights and the economy actually go hand in hand.
And when you talk about voters and rights to health care, this is not, we've said it before, this is not just a women's health issue. Men showed up to vote on these initiatives as well, and men have been affected in the 6 months since the reversal of Roe v. Wade. So because Planned Parenthood provides general health care to women and men, and a small percentage of what Planned Parenthood does is actually abortion care, what type of ripple effect have you seen in things like diabetes screening or general primary care appointment availability in every state, regardless of the color, since the decision came out?
Well, look, what we've seen just over the last year, as we talked about the last time I was here, the impact when you have to send patients out of state. We've had, a 550% increase of Texas patients going across the country. What that has done is it's challenged, the availability of appointments in state. So if you now live in Arizona or New Mexico, it means that you have to travel maybe to California or to Oregon. And the way we have managed that is, by engaging in, telehealth, just like the rest of the world during COVID. We were able to ramp that up in all 49 states, 49 affiliates, 50 states. And we were able to, invest differently into things like PP Direct, an app where you can get your birth control, your STI testing. So all of that kind of reproductive care is, continues to be available for patients in state in various ways. We've also seen an increase in things like vasectomies after the Dobbs decision for men coming in to say, hey, this does affect me.
In every state,
across the board. And so, look, I think that, Planned Parenthood continues to be in community. The Dobbs decision obviously impacted our ability of providers to provide the care. But Planned Parenthood affiliates are still continuing to provide care in community.
You've spoken to us before. Last thing, when you've been in here, you didn't sound hopeful, to be quite honest with you at times. You talked about having tears in your eyes and cried over this plenty. After the midterms, is there a better sign of hope for you moving forward now, given what the voters decided?
Well, I keep meditating on this Alice Walker quote, which is, hope is a woman who lost her fear. And what I saw on Election Day were incredible, hordes of women, of young people, of Gen Z voters, of folks who really just firmly believe that these decisions should be theirs and that they continue to be with us. And they understand the connection of what happens when you lose a federal protection, when you lose a constitutional right, and how it impacts their lives when some states can, essentially hold you hostage and other states can keep you free. So I think abortion may have saved democracy in some way.
We got a smile from her. First time in 3 visits to our show. We got a smile out of you, Alexis. I'm kidding. But we'll let you get back to your meditation. But thank you so much. Always good to have you here and continue these conversations.
Thank you.
All right, again, that's Alexis McGill Johnson, Planned Parenthood Action Fund president.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.